Come on in. Hey, Miss Trinae. Hey, Miss Tori. Y'all come on in if y'all can tag share. Come on in. Hey, Jade. I see ya. Come on in if y'all can tag share. Come on in. Hey, Miss Kenyella. Come on in. Come on in. If you can tag share, let them know that we are on tonight. Hey, Miss Patsy. Come on in. Come on in. Tag share. Let them know that we are on tonight. Uh, God is a good God. God is awesome. Come on in. Hey, Miss Artricia, y'all come on in. Come on in. If y'all can tag share, let them know that we are on tonight. Y'all, God been doing things. He's been working things out in front of us. We have to know that a shift is happening. We have to know that something is going on that never went on before. We have to know that change is here. It's not coming, it's here. You have to be ready for change. Are you prepared? The signs are here. If we're not paying attention, this is the hour to pay attention. And this is the hour that you don't have yourself together. This is the hour to have yourself together. This is the hour to literally sit down and have a self check. Have a self check. Check what's going on. This is the hour you have to know. I see it, Lashana. Y'all come on in. Tag, share. Let somebody know that we on. Y'all come on in. We know that the shifting has happened. Last night I talked about you have to be sifted to be shifted. That means you can't go into new places with the same attitude. You can't go into new places with the same thing. It has to be a change. You have to know what God is doing in this hour. You have to realize that guess what God is going to show us. And this is the hour that God is calling for the prophets, the true apostles to stand up who he ordained for such a time as this. This is the hour of exposure. This is the hour that God is separating the wheat from the tare. This is the hour God going to show you who people are. And so this is the hour to get our house in order. This is not the hour to be so concerned about others. This is not the hour to be worried about what somebody else is doing. This is the hour to truly be worried about if God come today, I will be able to make it in. This is the hour to truly be worried about if God pick my number, I'm going to be all right. And so that's why this is the hour not to be concerned about everybody. We try to save everybody else, but yet we are undone. We want to go help everybody else out, but we have to get to the place to where we like the five wise virgins. This is the hour. It's okay to say no. This is the hour that your no shall be anointed. This is the hour that you're not going to be able to help everybody because the bridegroom is coming. And if the bridegroom is coming, are you prepared? And so this is the hour of preparation. This is the hour that God is calling us to a whole nother place. This is the hour that you got to make sure that you're planning. It's not about the point about if you plan it right. Because I said it last night, because anytime that you plant a seed, we always see the seed eventually gonna sprout up, right? But it's not about how high it go, it's about how deep it is. I hope y'all catch that in the spirit. It's not about how high you go, it's about how deep you are. Because guess what? You can go high and come down, but if you're not rooted deep enough, you'll be easily uprooted. And so this is the hour. God is going to show you how deep you're rooted. This is the hour. We could say that we powerful. We could say that we this and that. But the question is, how deep are you rooted? This is the hour you got to know. It's not about how high you go, it's how deep you in. And so this is the hour that God is showing us how deep that we are really in. Because a lot of times we want to act like we deep and we really not deep. We shallow. Because that's why it's easy when the wind blow you up. That's why when something comes, the storm comes you up. When a storm comes, it literally show you how deep you really rooted in the word of God. Because we always say we quote scriptures and we quote cliches and because what we heard and we do this, but the truth of the matter is, are you really what you speaking? Because this is the hour you speaking, but are you that? Can you live what you speaking? And so you got to get to the place where God is exposing that you're not deep like you say you are. Because soon as something happens, you crying, you whining, and you're not in a place of prayer. This is the hour you want to clap back, but God say this is the hour to keep quiet. He said, because the battle is not yours, it's his. And so this is the hour you got to understand what God is telling you. You got to understand what God is doing. And so I told them tonight, what about a traffic jam? It's almost like we're in a traffic jam in the spirit. I remember that we was on our way coming back, and it was a traffic jam. We was coming back from Florida, and the GPS that we had, the GPS took us around the traffic. And so it's so important that this is the hour to listen to what God is directing you, because it's something about a traffic jam. And so I'm just here to talk to people that have been in the traffic jam. We're in a traffic jam in the spiritual realm, and that's the word that I heard God say. God said we are in a traffic jam. I was speaking to the woman of God, and she said, "No, what is a traffic jam?" And that's literally what God gave me, because you're confused right now. People don't know what to do. They pray for one thing, then they want to pray for another. So literally, it's a spiritual traffic jam. And so when I went to look up what a traffic jam was, a traffic jam is a line of road traffic at a near a standstill because of the road construction or accident or heavy congestion. And so now I had to break it down. So now what is traffic? So y'all, I'm teaching tonight. So what is traffic? Traffic is vehicles moving on a road or a public highway. What is a jam? A jam is becomes or make unable to move or work due to a part season or becoming stuck. And so when I say that you are in a traffic jam or you stuck, when I say that you're in a traffic jam, why are you letting everything come up against you? Why are you letting everything cloud your mind? Your children cloud your mind, your husband cloud your mind, your business cloud your mind, your job cloud your mind, you cloud your mind. And so what you don't realize, you're in a traffic jam, and it seems like that you can't get it, because if you know anything about a traffic jam, it's only because everybody going in the same direction, but everybody's not going to the same place. I need y'all to hear me again. Everybody's going in the same direction, but everybody's not going to the same destination. So this is the hour I got to know who's going in my destination. I told my members tonight, we was talking, I say it's something about when we traveling. I don't want nobody following one another. I want you to put the destination inside your GPS. And that's something about when you put the destination inside your GPS. Y'all better catch it tonight, because we going buffet tonight. When you put your destination inside your GPS, it's going to let you know what time you're going to arrive. And so the question is to you, when was the last time that God said you were supposed to be at a pivot point at a certain time, but yet you missed the mark? Because sometimes we miss the timing that we're supposed to be there because we have to stop. We make road trips. Something might come up. One thing about my grandmother, she used to say we used to have to leave to go on trips early. She said, because you never know what's going to happen in that time. But if you leave early, it doesn't matter what happens, you're gonna still get there at your destination. Even when you're flying an airplane, because when they detect the time that you're gonna make it there, they count up the cost in case something happens. And so even though it seemed late to you, but yet you still shall rise at your destination on time. And so this is the hour when you're in a traffic jam. That means everything is coming up against you. That means you praying for this, you praying for that. Stop getting yourself in a traffic jam. And so I'm back to the GPS. And so the GPS tell you, so I told them, I don't want y'all following one another. Just put the address inside the GPS, because guess what? Some people drive faster than others. And if you're not used to driving fast and you following somebody that's driving fast, they're going to lose you, or something gonna happen. But if you have your destination inside your GPS, it doesn't matter if they leave you behind, you're gonna still make it to your destination. And so I'm here to tell you, you don't have to follow everybody. You don't have to go the speed that everybody going. Long as you know your destination and make sure that you make it on time, that's all that matters. Because I'm talking about the people that have been in a traffic jam. I'm trying to help you get out this traffic jam, because know what? While you said stand still, sitting at a standstill, it seemed like time is moving. And it seemed like if you on appointed time, it seemed like that you're going to get there late. But my question to you, did you leave home early? Because guess what? You should have left early, because you knew it was something that just might happen, just in case. Always leave on a just in case syndrome. Just just in case something happened, I'm going to leave home early so I can make it late. This is the hour that God want to know why you're still sitting in a traffic jam, and I gave you the coordinates to go around the jam. But this is the hour that God don't want you stuck, because like I said, everybody going the direction you're going, but everybody is not going to the same destination you're going to. And so God want to know, what are you doing in this traffic jam? If they're not going in the same destination you're going to, why have you got yourself in this traffic jam? You praying for others. Everybody don't want to be saved that you praying for. Some people want to be in a place they ask, so why are you in this traffic jam? Why are you in this jam that got you to a standstill point and you ready to go? You looking at the time, you can't understand, but yet when we looking at the other traffic, isn't that something on the other side of the bridge, the traffic flowing, the traffic going? But you know what I realized? When I saw a traffic jam on the other side of the bridge and our side was flowing, we saw the accident, but the ones that was waiting inside the jam, they didn't know why they was waiting. They didn't know what happened. When was the last time that you had an accident that everybody that God called to your life, you had them in a traffic jam? You had their destiny held up. You had everything going on that God said you're supposed to do. You had it held up. When the last time that you caused the traffic jam? When was the last time that you caused an accident? When was the last time that you decided that you didn't want to do this no more? When was the last time you decided I'm just in a place right now? When was the last time that you caused a traffic jam inside the spiritual realm? Because you just might be the one with the traffic jam. You call it a traffic, but it's something when you're the one that caused the accident to hold up the traffic. And so what you don't realize, when God chose you, it was never about you. It's for the ones that God have following you. But anytime you stop, anytime you're in trouble, anytime you tired, anytime you don't feel like you ready yet, do you not know that will get you caught and you will cause literally a traffic jam inside the spiritual realm, or you will cause a collision inside the spiritual realm because you don't know how close they following you, but you just got to know they're following you. And so this is the hour. Are you causing a traffic jam inside the spiritual realm? Because you have to know, what lane do you go in? You ever saw somebody that's riding in the other lane, but yet the sign up ahead telling them to get in the right lane, and yet they want to pass up every car, and once they get up there, now they trying to fit in? This is the hour. God says, stop trying to pass up everything and fit in. Get in your lane. This is the hour to be in your lane. This is the hour to understand when it's time to switch lanes. You got to understand what God is doing. Get in your lane, because you're so aggravated. You like, I've been waiting here, and I can't believe they have the audacity to so say go past so they can get ahead. But can I tell you, you just have to wait your turn, because eventually the ones that try to go ahead of you, they're going to see, because they're going to have to stop at a red light. Somebody ever pass you up and not realizing that it was a red light ahead, that you caught up with them regardless? This is the hour. You're going in the same directions, but you're going in two destinations. You got to realize, when you follow somebody, ask them what destination are they going in. We call them runners, because I remember my armor bearer, she used to drive, but she was good with the highway. And so what she said we need to find a runner. Come on, y'all, I need y'all to walk with me. She said, I need to find a runner. And I'm like, okay, a runner. I didn't know what a runner was, because I was just a passenger, because I don't care to drive on the highway. And so she said, I need to find a runner. What is a runner? A runner is somebody that you can keep up with, but if the cops catch them, they're going to catch them first, right? And so that's your runner ahead. Sometimes God will let people go ahead of you so you can learn what not to do just as well as what to do. Sometimes it's all right. Remember John the Baptist? Was he not the runner for Jesus? Was he not the one that went and prepared the way? So sometimes it's all right to stay back and let the runner go ahead. No, it's not that they go before you. No, it's not that they think they're better than that. No, God calls them to be the runner. So whatever they get into, you learn what to do just as well as what not to do. Because guess what? One thing about a runner, if the police stop them, you could keep going. And so that's why you got to understand, sometimes God will let a runner go so far. And when they finish going so far, God will stop them right where they at. But yet you'll still be going. It's not that get you in a car with them, y'all going in the same direction, but y'all not going to the same destination. I need somebody to hear me tonight. Let somebody know I'm going in the direction, but we're not going to the same destination. And that's why you shouldn't get so aggravated when it seems like that everybody else going, everybody, the door's opening for everybody else. Everybody else seems like they have favor. Yeah, but who do they have favor with? Because not everybody have favor with God. Because the enemy know how to bless you too and make you think that it's God. You don't think that the enemy know how to make you, how to bamboozle you, because guess what? He stayed by the glory. He was part of the glory. The glory needed him to set the morning. And you don't think that he know how to make you feel that you'll feel like you're the presence of God when you really in his presence. It said that the enemy shall come as an angel of light and his amps as righteousness. So don't think all the time that it's God that's blessing you. It all depends what state are you in. How do you not know that God don't bless mess when God tell you I don't bless mess? So you getting blessed and you in your mess. So you got to realize that it's not God that's blessing you, it's the enemy. So you're in a traffic jam. You're in a traffic jam. You're looking at your clock. You got your destination set. But if you would have left home early, maybe you wouldn't have been in that traffic jam. If you left home before time, maybe even though you're in a traffic jam, you know where you're going to still be on time. This is the hour. God says it's time for us to transform our mind, to start doing the things of God. Isn't that something? We could be on time for work. We could be on time other places. But yet when it comes to church, we don't care if we late or not. How dare you disrespect the house of God? And you give more attention to your job than you give to God work. You don't think God see when you clock in? God see when you clock in. You don't think that this is a job God have you for hire. He already paid you. And so now you want to come to work when you get ready. God said that's why you stuck in a traffic jam, because you don't realize what lane you in. And it was so funny because I had to talk. I asked them, ask yourself a question. What lane are you in? And then my armor bearer say, I'm in the lane where you at, Pastor. And I told her, I said, no, you ain't in the lane where I'm at. I said, because you're not on the level where I'm at. And so you got to realize, what lane are you in? Are you in frustration lane? Are you in aggravation lane? Are you in backsliding lane? What lane are you in? And what lane are you trying to enter into so you can get out the traffic jam? Because guess what? On your GPS, it'll tell you reroute. And sometimes God will have to reroute you to get you out the traffic jam. Sometimes God will have you go on the backside of the desert. He'll make you take the scenic route. Come on, y'all. I need somebody to talk to me. God will make you take the scenic route so you can get to where you need to get without being in the traffic jam. It may be longer, but you're going to still get to your destination. You can't be so frustrated because God made you take the scenic route. And that's something about taking a route that you never saw before, because now you have entered unfamiliar territory. You ever entered unfamiliar territory and it looked strange to you, and in your mind you're saying, God, I hope I'm not lost because I don't know where she got me at. But yet the GPS know more than you know, and know where you're about to go, and know what street you're going to turn down, and give you the directions. All you got to do is follow the directions. Can I tell somebody, this is the hour you just have to learn how to follow directions. This is the hour you got to realize that you don't know everything, but God will give you specific directions, whether you want to follow it or not. Just know you're going to make it to your destination, even if he have to reroute you. It's all right if he have to reroute me. It may take longer, but at least I don't have to stay in that traffic, because there's something about staying in a traffic jam. You ain't getting nowhere no time soon. But even if he have to reroute me to a scenic route, at least I'm still on the move. So this is the hour you got to realize, are you still on the move, or are you stuck in a traffic jam? Are you on the move for God, or are you stuck in a traffic jam talking about what you're going to do, what you should have did, and this and that? No, this is the hour. I need to take the scenic route, because if my GPS telling me I could go on a place that I don't have to sit still, but yet I could still move, and yet I'm going to make it to my destination. This is the hour. Is your destination? Are you late? Are you late for your assignment? This is the hour. Is it expired? Because guess what? You were supposed to be there since yesterday, but yet you're still stuck in a traffic jam. This is the hour. get out the traffic jam. You see everybody else moving over, and there's something about being in the traffic jam because you see everybody switching lanes. Isn't that something how you got out of the lane that everybody's switching into because you thought the other lane was faster, not realizing that was the lane that was closed? When was the last time that you did stuff that everybody else was doing and not realizing that God was about to shut it down and not realizing you should have stayed in the lane that you in? Now you behind because why? Because everybody else moved over to the very lane that you was already in. Why? Because you wanted to do what everybody else doing. And so now you moved out of the lane. And because you thought the other lane was going faster, not realizing that God already set up a place that you stay in the lane that you in. Tell somebody, I'm going to stay in the lane that I'm in. Because what I don't realize that God see up ahead and I see the sign telling me to stay in this lane, but yet it seemed like I could go faster. And yet when I pass up all the cars, I'm going to be able to cut in the middle. Maybe you're not supposed to do that because God is saving you from an accident. Maybe you're not supposed to do that because God is saving you from yourself. God ever saved you from yourself? You ever left home late and then you realize they had an accident, and if you would have left, that could have been you in the accident? I'm trying to tell somebody, get out the traffic jam. Everybody want to stay in the traffic jam because nobody want to take the scenic route, and sometimes the scenic route is the best route. This is the hour. I can't afford to be stuck in a traffic jam because I know if I'm stuck in a traffic jam, time is passing. Because one thing about time don't stop just because you stop. I need somebody to hear this. Tell somebody, I know time don't stop because I stopped. I know time don't stop because I decided I don't want to do it yet. No, time don't stop because you stop. Because guess what? Just like you should have went around, guess what? I bet you're going to make it to the place of your destination faster than you would have made it if you were still sitting in traffic. You got to get to the place. I need to get out this spiritual traffic. That means I need to get out my own head. That means I need to stop trying to do it myself. If God already said it, it settles it. I need to stop taking everybody else's advice and only take the advice that God given to me, or take the advice of the spiritual people that God gave. You cannot give me advice if I see you toe up. Don't come tell me nothing if you don't have nothing going on for yourself. How can you lead me? You can't even lead yourself. This is how even an eagle knows when it's going to rest, when it's going through the transformation. It says and look for the highest mountain that been through something. Don't come telling me nothing if you never been through nothing. Don't come telling me nothing if you never experienced. I'm talking about, I need somebody to show me how to get out this jam. How y'all got out the traffic jam? I need to know which way did you go? And I might not be able to take the way that you went because maybe I passed the exit. I need somebody to talk to me right now. Maybe I passed the exit. You ever pass your exit? You ever pass your exit and you had to go down further to catch another exit? This is the hour God want to know, did you pass the exit? The exit was right there. Did you pass the exit? Y'all, we trying to get out the traffic jam because it's something about when you're trying to get out the traffic jam, you're trying to find the closest exit. And sometimes God said, now you got yourself in this jam. Now you're not going to take an exit. You're going to stay there till you get out of it, because God will let you stay in a place long enough to learn from it. Do you not know God will not take you out of a situation? God will not change the situation for you, but he'll change you in a situation. Because while you sitting down there in the traffic jam, you know what you're going to say to yourself? I'm going to leave home early next time. I knew better. I should have left this. And God going to make you start reevaluating yourself. God going to start making you reevaluate where you at. Why? Because you're in a traffic jam. Now you thinking about the woulda, coulda, shoulda. And so now the question is, when God allowed you to get out this traffic jam, what the advice that you gave yourself while you was in it, will you use it? That's the thing, because God said, I'll give you the answer, but it's up to you what you're going to do to it once I give it to you. Because you see, while you stuck in the traffic jam, while you stuck in the mess, we make vows that we can't keep. We make vows, God, if you get me out of this place, God, I promise you, I'm not going back. God, if you only give me one more chance, God, I promise. And so we make these vows and we vow breakers. We make these vows and we vow breakers. Let me say that again. We make these vows and we vow breakers. We make the vows while we're in a traffic jam, but soon as we can hit the highway, soon as we pass up the accident, soon as we pass up the collision, soon as we pass up whatever we need to pass up, now we going on about our business. Now we no longer worried about what we said when we was in a traffic jam. I need somebody to hear me. Now we're not worried about what we said while we was in the traffic jam. Because while I was in the traffic jam, God made me reevaluate why I left home late. And I could have left home earlier because I just knew I was going to make it on time. I didn't realize it was going to be an accident. I didn't know. That's why you always got to make sure, are you on full? Because you sit in a traffic jam, but yet you left home almost empty. Lord have mercy. So now you're trying to hurry up and get out this traffic jam because you don't want to run out of gas right now. Can somebody talk to me? You mean to tell me you sit in a traffic jam and your car not filled up, but yet you have to burn the car because it's already hot, so now your AC, because you can't just put your windows down because now you're going to smother in a traffic jam. And so now you mean to tell me you did not fill up before you got stuck in this traffic jam. Now you're trying to pray to get out of traffic jam because now you need to find a gas station because now you're about to run out of gas. Why you wait so late to pray? Why you wait to the last minute to fast? Why do you wait for the last minute to consecrate? Now you're about to burn out. Why? Because you're not on full. When was the last time that you wouldn't get poured into because you thought that you could have did it yourself? But God said, no, what you didn't realize that you was putting gas in your car, but you didn't realize that you was out of gas. Because you see something about a gas station, even though you pump from the gas pump, if the gas is not in the ground, it's not going to come to your car. And so now you pumping gas and you don't realize that they ran out of fuel. And so now this is the hour. You say you could pray for yourself, you can do it yourself. No, because God said I will give you a pastor after my own heart that got to watch over your spirit, but yet you think you can fill yourself up. No such thing. This is the hour. Are you sitting in a traffic jam and you almost out of gas? That's the question, y'all. Are you sitting in a traffic jam and you're almost out of gas? You're already late. Look, all these things that's coming up against you when you get yourself in a jam. You're sitting there, you're almost out of gas, you're already late, you're frustrated, you're aggravated. Why? Because your choice you made. You can't blame nobody else. You only can blame yourself because the choices you made got you in a traffic jam. You can't put it on mama, you can't put it on daddy, you can't put it on your husband or your wife. The reason why you where you at, because you decide that you was going to leave home late. You just knew you was going to be on time. You went on how fast you drive. But I don't care how fast you drive. If a traffic jam is there, you got to press your brakes. Tell somebody to press the brakes. You got to press your brakes. I never saw nobody went inside a traffic jam of 70 and 80 unless you're ready to cause a collision, unless you're ready to get killed yourself and get in a bad accident. No, you got to stop where the traffic jam at. So this is the hour. You got to realize you're in a traffic jam. You're trying to find your way out because now you got to get to a gas station. So finally, you realize you got to get to church. Now you finally realize that you couldn't do it yourself. Because guess what? While you was in a traffic jam, you never thought about checking your gas because you just knew your gas. You had enough gas to get you where you at, not knowing that you was going to have to stop in the middle of getting where you at. Get where you going. So now you're in the middle of a jam. Now you're about to run out of gas. Now you're hot. Now you're frustrated. Now they're calling you, asking you where you at. You telling them you're stuck in traffic. They want to know where you stuck in traffic at. So can I ask you, where are you stuck in traffic at? You stuck in traffic? Oh, you on aggravation lane. You in aggravation lane. Where you stuck in traffic at? Oh, disobedient lane. Where you stuck in traffic at? Oh, mad lane. Okay. Where you stuck in traffic at? Oh, unforgiveness lane. What lane are you in that you stuck in traffic? That's the question that you need to ask. Where I'm stuck in traffic at? What? Because it's not like they're gonna come get you. They just need to know where you're at. Huh? Lord have mercy. It's not like if they're going to come get you out of traffic. They just want to know where you at. And the next thing they're going to ask, how long you think it's going to take you to get here? Well, I don't know because I don't know how bad the accident or what's stopping up the traffic, what's causing the traffic, because it's something about an accident that they have to wait till the emergency people get there. And so now you have to wait for help. You have to wait until they start moving stuff out the way. And so when they start moving stuff out the way, then you realize not the traffic moving. It's moving slow, but at least it's moving. But what about when it comes to a standstill? That means your life is on a standstill. That means your money on a standstill. That means everything concerning you on a standstill. Why? Because you're stuck in a traffic jam because you don't want to do right. Isn't that something when God get you in a place that you stuck in a traffic jam because you made these vows that you wasn't faithful to? Isn't that something when you stuck in a traffic jam because you said all kind of stuff with your mouth and the person that you was supposed to leave with because somebody else that you was around with didn't like them, so you got in a car yourself. But if you would have left with who God told you to leave with, you would have been out of the traffic jam because they left early and they left before an accident took place. You see, your decisions you make or cause you to be in a place that you're not supposed to be in, but the decision, it was your decision. Why you not right? They never did you nothing, but you don't want to ride with them because who you ride with, they don't like them. No, this is the hour, baby. You have to pray. God say, know those that labor among you. He said, how can two walk together unless they agree? And that's what's going on with the body of Christ. Everybody in the traffic jam because everybody in different traffics. The apostles is in a prophet lane. The prophet is in a pastor's lane. The pastors is in the evangelist lane. The evangelist is in the teacher's lane. The teacher's lane is in a pulpit lane. And so you got all these traffic jams because everybody in lanes they ain't supposed to be in because they're not wearing the right mantle. It's a traffic jam. Tell somebody it's a traffic jam. It's a traffic jam. Know who you are. I don't care who told you what you're going to be. When did God say it was all right to release you? Now you got people in a traffic jam because you accepted something that you wasn't supposed to accept, and you got people following you that ain't even supposed to follow you because y'all all doing prematurely. It was something, and I'm getting off because I said I was going to be on here long tonight. But I had put for lunch today, I put a piece in the oven. And so I put the piece in the oven. And the box said 20 minutes. I put it in there 20 minutes. I took it out. I cut it. I gave a piece to my husband. I took me a piece. He said, babe, this piece is just not doing it for me. He said, he wouldn't fix him a bowl of cereal. He said, no. And then he asked me, he said, what did you have the temperature set on? I said, 350. He said, no, it goes on 400. He said, so you have us eating almost a raw pizza. And I said, no, what? I didn't read the directions. And God said, that's what we're not doing. We're not reading the directions or following them. Because if I would have set it on 400, it knew how hot the pizza had to be, and it only had to be in there 20 minutes, but yet I set it on a low temperature, so that means it needed to stay in there longer. So this is the hour we need to follow instructions. Read the directions. See what God has for your life. Read the directions, or you will be going places half cocked. You will be going places with half word. You will be going to places with half prophecy. And you want to know nobody ain't supposed to be mad. No, because you didn't follow the instructions. No, you didn't hear from God. No, you didn't hear from God. Shake your ears. Clean your ears out. Because what you was hearing from was self. Yeah, clean your ears out. Yeah, everybody hating on me. No self. No self. No, you want to listen to self. No, this is not God. This emotions. So because I didn't read the instructions, and he already knew what to set on because he had baked one last week. He said, no, babe. He said, he's supposed to set on 400. And guess what? I looked at the box, and guess what the box said? 400. It's not that I thought he was wrong, but guess what? I had to catch my mistake. Because not check this out, and I'm leaving. Because not only, so when I cook it, I wasn't the only one to eat it. But I had him eating a half-baked pizza. So now, what I'm saying, you got to be careful what you're doing, because who eats from what you cook? Who eats from what you're doing? So now, it would have been one thing if I just ate the pizza, but I had somebody else eat the pizza. And guess what? But he called it. He said not cook all the way. When was the last time that you was following somebody that wasn't real and you realized they ain't cook all the way? Rather it's friend, rather it's mentor, because God gonna give you some kind of sign to let you know, no, they ain't ready yet. They seem like they wiser than you. They seem like they've been informed more than you, but that don't mean that they ready. Because guess what? When I looked at the pizza, it still looked cooked because it was brown. The cheese was melted. The The little pepperoni was done, but yet it still wasn't ready. Because know how I knew it was ready? Because when I bit in it, the taste of it. Come on now. The Bible says, taste and see how good the Lord is. When the last time that you tasted and see how good God really was? So I'm telling y'all, it's time to get out the traffic jam. What traffic jam are you in? So these are the instructions. If you're stuck in a traffic jam, God is going to transform you in the middle of the traffic jam because he won't get you out of the traffic jam. He ain't coming in no helicopter and with a magnet to pull you up out of the traffic jam and take you over. No, he's not going to do that. So that means God is not going to change your situation, but he'll change you inside your situation. And so now this is the hour. God want to know, what are you doing to get out the traffic jam? He letting you know, I'm about to release you. You're about to go forward, but I need to make sure that you're going to stay true to the vows that you made while you was in the traffic jam. He said, because I'm coming and check it. He said, because we got vow breakers on the loose. He said, when you're a vow breaker, you AWOL in the spirit. When you AWOL in the spirit, if you know anything about the military, if you left post without permission and you thought that you was going to quit and they never release you, you AWOL. So they coming and arrest you. You know how many people left post and God never told them to leave post, their feelings did. And so now you AWOL in the spirit. So now you in the midst of the traffic jam. So this is the hour to know, what lane are you in? How close you are to the exit? How close you are before you get out of it? How close you are to a scenic route to get out of the traffic jam? Or will you ride the traffic jam? I'm just here to ask you. I had to come on live to find out. Because this is the hour. You got to check yourself. Nobody calls you to be in a traffic jam. You chose to be in a traffic jam. Why? Because we go on the same way but different destinations. This is the hour. I hope you caught it. Some things have to be taught, but some things has to be caught. This is the hour for you to start looking at why you're in a traffic jam. Are you giving God all of you? Or are you giving God some of you? God said, this is the hour. You have the hot or cold, because if you look warm, I'm spitting you out. He said, this is the hour. Choose ye this day whom you're going to serve. Because you can't serve both of them. You only can serve one God. So I'm serving God, Jesus the Christ. So what God are you serving? Buddha, the world, Muhammad? What you serving? Because we always want to say we serving, but we are you a good servant? Are you a good servant? Are you doing everything that God requires you to do? Read the Bible. You don't have to tell somebody. You don't have to. Nobody don't have to tell you. You don't have to do that. That's not how that go. If God say that's how I go, that's how I go. God said, don't add to my word and don't take away from my word. So this is the hour. What traffic jam are you in? So I hope you get out the traffic jam, because we'll be back next week. God spell the same time, Monday and Tuesday. It's my new days, because reconstruction. So guess what is being reconstructed? You're welcome to come to church. We have church Saturday at 10 o'clock. If you're looking for a church home, we have Bible study on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. So if you're ready to come, you're more than welcome to come. So come on and let's have church. I thank God we have the address on here for Greater Works. So we have different things that's going on this week. Uh, we have our bash, our school bash. And so you have to know that, guess what? Back to school bash. We want to give away school supplies and just different things. So if you want to donate toward the cause, you're more than welcome to bring it to us and let us know our inbox if you want to bring loose leaf, if you want to bring tablets, or if you want to give a monetary donation, that's fine, because we're going to be doing a back to school bash for the community. So y'all come on in. Hey sis, I see y'all, love you more. And so we're going to be doing that. There's so many things that's going on. And if you go on my other members page, they the women auxiliary, what they have going on, they have something going on. And so y'all could cut on Fran page, or matter of fact, my sister that just left off her page, Hillary Hopes. And so these are the things that we're doing. And so I hope y'all been blessed and get out the traffic jams, get out your own hate this season. Step back. I'm here to tell someone, step back, clear the way, and let God in. You've been trying to do it your way and you staying stuck in this traffic jam. And how long you been stuck in this traffic jam? and it's time for you to get out. I love you guys. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all next Monday. Amen and amen.